Over to Mondli.
Thank you so much, Towo. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Fiona, for sharing such important things about encryption in the digital age. So I'm just gonna add a few things before Nombilo comes in and tell us about life examples in terms of the digital space. So let me share my, and so that we can okay. Okay, so maybe. Okay, can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see it, Mondli.
Okay, see it very nicely. So yeah, so just to continue where Tony left, just want to look at encryption within the digital age, targeting, websites. So especially the e-commerce space. So these are the things that I'm going to discuss when it comes to what encryption can do, to foster, safe communication and safer ways of us to communicate and use these platforms, especially encryption, e-commerce, financial transaction, secure online payments, blockchain technology, protecting your intellectual property, as well as encryption in digital rights management. So yeah, so when we go online, as some of the things we say that we live online, based on the fact that our profiles they are there alive, probably you might not be logged in or logged out, sorry, in your social media platform, and you find that someone on the other side is looking at your profile as well, and you got to be sent a few of those requests as well. So when we look at e-commerce, we're looking at the ways that you can actually use encryption to secure, your online transaction, as well as a shopping experience can be good in terms of banking, as well as be able to protect your financial information. With that, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the digital age currently. So it's easy that you can use it via your phone, as well as you can use it via any device that you are preferring as well. Financial transactions as well, that was shared in terms of how we can detect, a fraud, crime, as well as any other wire transfer that are not secure if you're not, if it threatens the encryption or threatens your way of using the platforms. Also, these are the most important things that encryption can help as well to do in our digital age. Your password can be protected, as well as you can have a secure communication. You can also have digital signatures, which is very good as well as virtual private networks in terms of VPNs. People can actually work from anywhere, wherever, and they can be able to connect their computers through a virtual network service, as well as blockchain technology. We've seen that there was a huge spread in terms of Bitcoin, where people are looking at how they can make sure that the transactions that are done online are secure as well. Secure access control as well when it comes to biometrics, when you enter into a flat or you enter into a school, so there's a thumb that you need to put in somewhere in your biometrics so that you can get that access. So with all of that, it plays a huge role in encryption so that we know that you are the person that is actually entering in our space. So yeah, as you can see, blockchain technology, I was explaining that. So it stems from its ability to share data in a secure way amongst entities without any entity having to take the responsibility for safeguarding the data or facilitating the transaction. So you can see that with the potential of application of this blockchain, these are the things that can happen in terms of automotive, financial services, as well as voting. Hopefully, in South Africa, they were saying that sometimes we might see ourselves voting online, using those technologies so that we can allow even other people that are not even in South Africa to actually vote. Another part, as you can see, the benefits, and you can look at the draft the diagram there. The new transaction is entered, as well as transaction is offered and transferred to a network to peer-to-peer computing, scattered around across the world. The network of computers then solve equation to confirm the availability of the transaction. Then once it's confirmed, and the transaction, they are clustered and together into blocks, and then the blocks are then changed together, creating a long history of transactions that are permanent. So the transaction is complete. So without, encryption, blockchain technology will not be as seamless as possible as like this as well. So you can see also the benefit of that. It brings trust, it brings decentralized structure. It also improves security and privacy, and also reduce costs and speed, as well as visibility and traceability, and also individual control of data. So you are able to scrutinize which data that you can share, as well as you can have tokenization in terms of the numbers. Sometimes you'll find that you can have your PIN numbers on the cards. They can be different. You cannot use one PIN in terms of the encryption, and also the opportunities that are there now. So in the digital age, we can see that it helps in terms of providing additional layer to security intellectual property for, by making it extremely difficult, if not possible, for unauthorized individual to access your data and to understand it. So that's why it's very good when you have encryption as well. So yeah, with that, you can see also when it comes to encryption in digital rights management. So which is just a process that uses software to encrypt copyrighted media files to prevent third parties and unauthorized users for accessing and editing or sharing them illegally. Remember that now a lot of people, they put stuff online when it comes to content creation, and people steal their content, PDF files. People can actually close all of those things and images. So you find that within the stat, you can see that there's a whole lot of things that have been happening when it comes to people stealing other people's data. So without encrypting and also these digital rights management things put in place, then you'll find that people will have a very difficult time to find ways to make sure that their creativity is not shared or used improper as well. You can see even in the US alone, with data being stolen, with things being stolen, people are losing jobs as well. And without that, it causes a lot of unsafe and unenjoyable space to work in when it comes to online things. Okay, thank you for that. That was a quick one for me. And